And we're back. Hello. Woo. We got items and stuff to find around here. So I started to talk about this a little bit, and I didn't really want to distract you while you were fighting the.
Oh, another one. I didn't even need to kill Hydra for that.
Yep.
Here. Okay.
He's just saying. Yeah, and I started to talk about this a little bit while we were fighting the Hydra. This place is very clearly like there's a bunch of arch trees, and even now you can already kind of see there's like dragon souls and stuff to pick up here.
Yeah.
So it's clearly related to the dragons. In fact, I think the fact that it is called Ash Lake and the fact that you are running across ash right now is kind of telling of just how much the dragons got fucked up.
I guess that's true. Wow, dragon skulls everywhere.
Like, there is a whole, like, bunch of just having their whole day ruined for there to be this much ash just still flying around.
A little worried I was never going to
You're trapped now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hit that bonfire, and or are you going to press
hell
on?
Yeah.
You are out of Estus.
No fucking way that Hydra's going to respawn. Probably should have done this before we started the episode.
Yeah,
now
probably,
you all get
but
to suffer with us.
Well, they wouldn't have heard all of my cool... I guess I could have waited. Whatever. But yeah, so the other thing that I think is sort of neat about this is that, and I don't think that there's any like actual and real lore behind this, but if you kind of look up while you're running,
I'm getting there.
So it definitely looks like your world, like the world that you are a part of, is above like a layer of clouds.
Well, I mean, it's pretty, I don't want to say obvious, but, like, apparent that we are at some point up in the air. Like, the Firelink Shrine, there's a big fucking fall.
Yep.
So, like...
But think about
kinda,
it,
like,
even
built up on
from
mountains.
Firelink, so think about this, even from Firelink, you go down a level to reach, the ruins of New Londo.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go down a whole nother level to the swamp. That is Blight Town?
Yeah, mm-hmm. I guess we do take a bunch of ladders, and then we go down the inside of a tree, get down to here.
So, like, the only point that I'm making is that this place... I mean, we don't even necessarily know if this is the bottom level, but it seems like either the world could just be being held up by these trees.
Oh, kind of makes sense.
Now, I don't think that that's actually... I don't know how true that is, but it's just something that I think is sort of neat to think about. That might be what's going on. So it looks like you're approaching another tree and some, you know, things that probably aren't a problem. I don't even think you have anything to worry about here.
I don't know if it's facing.
Nope.
Oh, they're pearls, it has skulls.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what kind of damage you do to me.
Well, blockable, sometimes.
They don't really stagger too easy. Let's see what we got for staggers. Oh, no.
Yeah, there you go. You learn what grabs look like.
Oh, wow. It's probably a shield break then, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, goodness.
Fairly armored as well.
I guess that makes sense, all things considered.
This is, again, as is Dark Souls, Circle Strafe is best strafe.
Yeah, good point.
So you can stagger them, it just takes 2 hits to do them. Now that you've got a couple... Now that you have a couple hits off, you can kind of see that they aren't, like, overwhelmingly powerful.
Yeah.
They've got armor, but not a lot of life.
Circle strafe is best strafe. They also appear to have some sort of bleed resistance, probably, or general lack of blood.
Yeah, something like that. You're probably going to find that out about a lot of enemies.
I have to say, it's kind of disappointing. I was really happy that I got a bleed weapon.
Not super surprising, though. I mean, basically, if it looks like it's not going to be able to bleed, it probably can't bleed, as a general rule.
Yeah.
This thing, like, barely even has enough actual things going on to have, like, veins.
Yeah.
I think he's still out.
Oh. Got staggered.
There you go. And down for the count.
Funny.
First time I killed one of those, I was actually worried to like step on it because it opened in such like a
Like it was gonna snap.
inviting way. I was like, how dead are you really though?
This is a clam bear trap. I'm more than a little worried about this, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Rock. I think it might just be a dragon skull.
Head ahead. There you go. Now you know.
Just in case. It's not a dragon skull, but it's definitely a skull.
Maybe it's a dragon skull.
That'd be a fucking weird dragon, let me tell you.
Maybe you'll fight one of those things later.
Probably. What was, since other people didn't get to see, what were the things that, Black Knights fought? Like the
The
Archdemons?
Chaos Demons.
Yeah. That's them. Is that potentially one of them? Is this a you're not gonna tell me LOL situation?
I'm not gonna tell you.
No.
Oh, you got stabbed.
So, dagger. Do something.
Yeah, I said I was gonna. I don't know if I actually did talk about the Chaos Demons, so did we do that?
I don't remember doing that. Left strafe is best strafe.
Yeah, so when he ran into the Black Knights on his playthrough, there was a couple of things. His other playthrough, there was a couple of things that you could have gleaned from some of their arms and armor. In particular, all of the weapons that you can pick up off of the Black Knights all like make mention of the fact that these are big fucking weapons, and it kind of shows how big the things they must have been fighting were. They talk about
The
if
knights
you
themselves are rather large, so
and they talk about how if you look at all of the Black Knights, well, not all of them, but a lot of their attack patterns. First off, the Black Knights just hit hard in general, but a lot of their attack patterns like make use of their whole body, putting the whole body into the swing.
it said something along that on the greatsword. It was like the use of the entire body in the swing of this greatsword gives you an idea of the type of enemies they must have once faced, or something like that.
Yeah. Which is just sort of like a nod to the fact that whatever the heck the Chaos Demons are, they must be pretty nasty beings.
Or must have been. It
They
certainly
also-
sounds like whatever they were doing ended one way or the other.
They also make mention of the fact that the on the shield that I believe you said you picked up,
Yeah, I got the shield.
the shield also says that the shield was actually singed black.
Well, it said everything was singed black.
Yes.
The shield was like... Upon closer inspection, you can tell that the shield, weapons, and all of the armor of the knights have been singed black. Something along those lines.
Yes.
I don't remember it word for word.
Which is, again, Chaos Demons then probably fire monsters.
I guess that's true. Well, fire is, there isn't... Try jumping off. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna, but...
Not right now.
Fire is... There's not really, like, an actual being of fire. I guess there were the Lords of Fire, right?
Well, there's the first flame.
Did we ever talk about it?
It was in the intro. I don't know if we talked about it explicitly, but I'm gonna press on a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like the tree is the way to go, and this is the secret.
Oh.
That's...
Ominous.
Yeah. What are you fighting over here?
There you go.
Okay. Oh, I found out what he was fighting.
I like how they had this one kind of like burrow into a hole. Just gives it, like, they didn't have to do that at all. It just gives it, like, a little bit of, depth. And also, you can't get out.
Cool.
You can, but probably just not through circle strafing.
Good.
Oh. Staggered.
There it is.
Alright, you're back. Yeah, so the first flame, it was in the intro, and if you guys have
Well,
seen...
we didn't...
I know we fast-forwarded through the intro. If you guys have seen the intro, the first flame is where the original lords got their souls from. The Lord souls. Like Gwyn and Ito. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about that for now.
Yeah, but, like, that's it. That's it. It is the first flame. There's not, like, a actual being of fire. The only things that have, like, command over fire, I guess, for lack of a better term, would be those dudes who got
Breathe
souls from.
Well,
First
I
one.
mean, you literally just ran into a pyromancer.
Well, right, I guess.
He gave you a fire that you can
Well,
put in your
I'm
hand.
talking about like actually having like commanding the armies of flame or whatever. I don't fucking know what that would.
even mean, or if you just
Yeah.
made that word up. Did he have a thing?
I don't think so. Pretty hard to
It
tell.
might have just been a glow.
Ooh.
Oh, so I guess you can
they
farm
do have
twinkling.
pearls.
Okay.
Spiffy. I don't think I would ever want to. Those things take too long to kill.
Well, now, I mean, you'll be stronger someday.
Someday. One day I'll be a real boy.
Yeah, I'm not going to say much about that just yet, because we haven't really gotten far enough into the game for me to start covering some of that first flame lore, but,
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out whether the Black Knights were fighting against. Is there a term for the dudes who killed off all the dragons?
yeah, I mean, it was Lord Gwyn.
Well, they all kind of did stuff.
I think they are just called wards.
Alright, we'll call them the lords then. I'm starting to think this may have been the correct way to go. Also, that appears to be a thing that will either eat me or kill me.
Probably fine. There's a bonfire right there. You can't be mean if he's in front of a bonfire.
That's a dragon.
Friend or foe?
That's a dragon.
He appears to have a kindled bonfire in front of him, though.
All about it. Maybe he's a flamekeeper. Oop.
Hello.
Some sort of dragon.
So
He
that-
hasn't murdered me yet.
Yeah. That is it. He's in a nest. Dude, he's just probably... Maybe it's a girl dragon. Are you, like, super...
Taking justice.
Friend or foe?
Need tail.
Oh, you can enter a covenant with this dragon.
That mean.
Raise the sun.
By tail.
So you can if you attack him, you can probably break his tail off, is what they're telling you.
I don't think I'm gonna.
Yeah, probably not. Or they're trying to tell you to circle around behind him. Maybe there's a secret thingy behind him.
Pray to the everlasting dragons. Oh, hello.
See? His tail. Hi, tail.
Get under the leaf?
I mean, you can just go around the other way. So yeah. We were just talking about this, and I brought this up on purpose. Say hello to the last true dragon.
Oh. Well, that's... These guys are much hairier than I expected.
Yeah, so if you actually look at him, if you give him a look up and down, you'll notice that he himself doesn't really appear to have scales.
I mean, chest kind of seems scaly.
Well, it's
Maybe
a powerful chest,
like
but no real scales on him.
metallic of some sort. Yeah, I suppose.
You want to enter a covenant with him, or just move
Yeah,
on,
what
move
the fuck?
on?
I don't know what my other covenant does. Yeah.
You going for it?
Well, this will probably piss off what's his face, won't it? But I can just rejoin his covenant.
Yeah, whatever. He always gives you that option. And
Dragon and Stone and Dragon Eye.
there you go. You're now part of the dragon covenant.
Oh,
So you can give him his scales back.
interesting. Alright, well, let's see what these gems are. Assume here.
Nope, it's not a
items.
key item.
Titanite for
Nope.
some reason. Just in
Usable
here.
item. Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
See if we can find one of them.
There it is. Stone imbued with the power of dragons. Rites of apostles of ancient dragons. Right of apostles. Okay. Gain head of dragon. Emit dragon breath. Dragon apostles seek transcendence of life itself, attainable by transformation into an ancient dragon. This rite is only one step, but it cannot be reversed until death.
So if you use that,
It turns me into a fucking dragon.
it turns your head into a fucking dragon.
Interesting. Online play item. Find a player who has acquired a dragon scale and obey that player's roll. Art of the transcendent apostles who pray to the ancient dragon. To be alive is to be vulnerable. Fiery gods are no exception. Apostles seek another plane of existence which transcends life. Okay, so this is... So that's how you get more dragon scales, I assume, out of the ones that I have here.
Yep.
Well, let's offer some.
So, dragon scales have more use than just giving to him. I'll just mention that.
Give him one, see what he does.
But yeah, you'll learn a thing if you do this. Covenant allegiance deepened.
Okay.
So at this point, I may as well just tell you about covenants.
Yeah, I don't see anything here about it.
Go one more. Covenant. It's right there.
Path of the Dragon, right, but I was hoping there would be more information about that.
No, so they don't really tell you much about covenants, but they're most covenants, not all of them, but a large number of covenants are just PvP related.
Oh.
Like he said, you can use the Dragon Eye to go and invade somebody's world and try to get their dragon scales.
Yep.
As you can essentially, though, level up in your covenant. Mm-hmm. So if you were to give him enough dragon scales, you would reach a new level of allegiance with him, and then he would give you new items.
I see.
I think for that one in particular, he gives you even more or more powerful dragon stones that you can turn more and more into a dragon.
Oh, kind of cool.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of covenants like that out just in the world. I think that the Way of the White, which is the one that you were just a part of,
yep,
you did
sounds
rest,
right.
So you can probably just go past him unless you want to spend time fighting him again.
I don't really. He only gives me like 200 souls.
And some, just go past him. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, so I think the Way of the White, and there's one other one that is not online based.
Sure.
Which there is other ways to get items for that you can increase your covenant's allegiance. But yeah, that's pretty much what they're all about.
Well, that's not as exciting.
Into the
as
tree
I figured it
hole.
would be. Yeah, I don't know why
These
it
are
is.
what lives in trees, apparently.
And mushrooms.
Hello.
Well, have it.
Maybe he'll
So
come
I'll
outside.
come
You'll have a better chance fighting him out here.
I guess we have a reasonably close.
There's just the one this time. I mean, you can.
Maybe. There's only one we've seen.
I don't know if you want to fight it with a basilisk.
You know.
That
That looks much different outside.
Yeah, wow. I've never blurred him out before. That's probably just a different effect.
Shit.
You pretty much just always want to roll whenever you see them wind up. Because you know you can't take the hit.
Just
Fight you in the open.
maybe I can push him off a ledge. That'd be cool. I imagine staggering mushrooms will be super easy. I'm trying to figure out how that one dude got mollywomped by. Oh no, because it was probably that hydra.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw a GIF a while ago, and I talked about this a little bit, where a dude gets mollywomped by a mushroom while he's
the
fighting a
side.
hydra.
Yep, and it was that hydra right there.
Yeah, and I only knew of one hydra, so.
You didn't know of any, wow, loud kitty. Hi, kitty.
Yeah.
Any mushrooms that were nearby. That doesn't mean that there's not mushrooms nearby that hydra.
Right.
Alright, circle strafe is best strafe. He still turns pretty quick on that punch.
He does. Oh, thick.
You've got your scimitar in your other... Yeah, it's weaker, but
I don't think it's going to be that much of a difference here.
a little faster, which actually might be better suited for this guy. Shorter range, which you're going to have to get used to. One.
That actually looks like it hurt more.
Maybe.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Well, I mean, it's going to hurt more now because this is broken.
Right, but this one's only going to do like 10. Yep. Oh no,
No,
maybe not.
even broken, it's like almost as good as your level 3 scimitar.
Right.
Yeah, see?
Fucking earned that one.
Just nick away at him. He's got he's got less life than the Hydra. You're just very afraid of him.
Well, I'm very afraid of him.
Honestly, you probably have enough time to like get an attack in after his first swing and then roll away if you have to. Yeah, see? That was a real wind-up, so he's not going to follow up that.
There is a part of my brain that's like, do another one, do a second, do a second attack, do a second attack.
No, don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know. And there's another bigger part of my brain that's like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no.
As long as you're spamming
No.
that button.
Wow, I can almost like interrupt my fucking
swing. Yeah.
Honestly, like, I don't even need to do it every time, but I'm gonna. I like how they jiggle.
A jiggle, 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 jiggle,
jiggle. Right, I have to hit them both.
You gotta be pretty close for it.
Happening.
I'm just waiting for him to be at like 1% and for you to fuck up and die.
I mean, it's not unheard of.
It happened on a boss, actually.
If we play in slow motion, specifically, because it was so fucking embarrassing. And it's a big one.
You might be able to get...
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's not. Second one. Ooh. Okay. Oh, yep, because of the fucking hill, I think. Well,
just get far enough away to heal him. I mean, you have 10 Estus, so that was probably unnecessary, but, you know,
forgot that I found a fancy one. Alright. Go back this way.
Come back over here, where I actually have room to fight you in a circle strafe fashion. Big one and attack. Little one, careful.
Oof.
Just double Estus hit, I think.
I learned that you can double pound Estus on my other character, actually.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about the fact that they're covered in blood, but they are quite covered in blood.
Right?
So close. Don't fuck it up now.
I'd be much more comfortable with you two.
You probably could have, but I mean, why take the risk? You got him.
Oh, it feels so good.
You've killed your first mushroom. They don't stay dead.
Come with me. Come with me. Come with me.
You're gonna walk right off the side and have to fight them all over again.
Go.
Alright, let's see what's actually inside of that tree now, huh?
2 more mushrooms.
Yeah! It's a good thing that you decided not to fight those mushrooms, because that took forever. Right? Fighting 3 of them would have taken you even longer. Even though I guess your
I would have died a cajillion times.
Your katana probably would have taken them out faster.
Yeah, it's debatable. I feel like I was doing less damage to the other ones.
Yeah, maybe.
For really no reason, I just feel like I was.
This was just another way in.
Oh god.
Yeah, be careful around here, because it'll mess you up.
Also, if I slip, I die.
And
oh, fuck!
There it is. So, yeah, at least you get a chance to, repair your katana now. We'll be back while he does that.